Ish. Do do do.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome. I'm like, whoop, off camera. Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The VSC edition.
Yes. Was that a shock?
No, I don't know. It's the most dangerous show of the week.
Oh my gosh. It's like finding out last night that the ranunculus Midori Hirose is promoting my videos. I was like, wait, what?
I'm not sure.
Oh no, maybe it was.
It's when you click her videos, yours are recommended
pop up
right there next to it. Because I looked and like...
It's not on the Ravelry listing. It's just... Okay, I see. It's like people saying they Googled us.
Yeah.
And they're using Apple Maps. Okay. But still, my videos are popping up on the algorithm, which is really cool. Yeah. Never mind. Don't pay attention to us. Hi, I'm Rebecca. It has nothing to do with what we're doing today. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber, just outside of downtown Brevard, North Carolina. For anyone in a bigger city, we're still in Brevard. We're just not on like the main little cross like this anymore. Where it is not raining today. Crazy fog on my way in. Like that was part of, I was telling Liz that like, well, I'll hang on to the story for a second. It's still recovering from that migraine a couple days ago, I think. I'm Rebecca, and I will let this person introduce herself before I go off on a tangent.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there. It's supposed to get windy and cold today.
Oh, lovely. Well, all kinds of crazies, like trying to get in here, driving around me on my way to work. And the first one, I just remembered talking about fog. The first one was pea soup so thick you can't see through it. Someone was driving without their lights on in a gray car. In the fog. I almost turned left in front of them because I didn't see them because they didn't have their lights on. But they probably thought, it's daytime. I don't need my lights on. All kinds of crazies doing things that aren't good driving on my way in.
When we bought our car, I was like, I think I want a red one. And they were like, nah, you're moving out west. You want like a green one. I was like, so I blend in with all the trees? No, I don't want a green one. I want a red one. And they were like, well, how about a gray one? Because gray doesn't hold the heat. I'm like, then I'll blend in with the fog. Mm-hmm. And they were like, wait, what? I'm like, we're moving to Washington. I don't.
Most of the times I've been out to the West Coast, like half the cars were white, which can blend in with things too.
Yeah.
Anyway, neither here nor there. Today is the VSC of the week, and we won't be filming tomorrow, because at least not here at the shop, because it's Thanksgiving, and we will be not at the shop. We'll be taking one crazy day off. What? VSC is a virtual shopping channel for any newcomers. And we put one yarn or a few or notions or something. We put whatever we talk about on this Wednesday episode on sale for 15% off until we film the next Wednesday. Can't be combined with other codes. So the code for this is product of the week with spaces between the words for 15% off. If we're like Cyber Monday, we're going to have something else. I'm not sure what. We'll film because we didn't talk about it yet. We'll film an extra special something or other to put out about that. Can't be combined with this code. Only one code per purchase online. I would use the one that saves you the most money. So, that's me. You use whatever you want, but that's what I would do. So, we just got 7 boxes of yarn in yesterday.
We have sock yarn.
Six boxes and cork. Anyway.
Yes.
That's for our maps so we can put them back up. So, yes, as Liz just said, we got some yummy sock yarns. And some of them are holiday sock yarns. And, yes, that one had nothing to do with anything. No. So the Tassogare, the sale ends when this video is published. That was last week. And this week, we have 2 things we brought in. Let's start with the non-holiday.
Ooh.
And move to the holiday. So, Adriaphil, we get it from Plymouth Yarn. This is my one that I'm knitting with right now. All of these are self-patterning in some way, which is really fun for socks, because then it looks like you did all kinds of crazy work, and you still worked, you knit, but you didn't do all the crazy patterning. It looks like you did, and you can impress people even more. I love it. So, So Plymouth Yarn had Adriaphil Knit Call. It was a DK weight yarn. We have stopped carrying it. You could make kind of DK weight socks out of it, but they released some of the same colors in a sock yarn, and it does self-patterning stuff. So I'm making a sock head hat. We got 2 colors in, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just get more, because I made an executive decision.
I was not involved in that.
She was not at all. She was surprised. So this is like the rainbow one that was one of our most popular DK weight colors, and it's one of the testers we got. We haven't put this online until today, and I'm probably going to borrow pictures from Plymouth to put it up, because me taking photos and running the shop the way it's been going lately is not going to happen. So, but this is how the sock head hat, which needs 1 ball of sock weight yarn, is coming out. And if you did socks out of it, it would be like you'd get thicker chunks of color and patterning, because it is a smaller circumference you're knitting around. But it's fun rainbow. I've jumped ahead of our usual game, so I'm gonna let Liz read stats on this, and then we can talk about the other colorways.
Calzasocks is made in Italy. Virgin quality wool. It is superwash. When it just says wool, it's woven gangs of sheep. So,
Which means it'll hold up better for socks, because it's not merino, but it is alone. But it is.
It's not
decently soft.
super scratchy. So
No, it's not.
yeah, it is 75% superwash, 25% polyamide or nylon.
Or nylon. Yeah, basically like the nylon.
For 100 grams, you get 459 yards. So it's a little bit more than a traditional 400 gram.
Which means
or
it
400
might be
meter sock yarn.
It might be a little thinner, but that's okay.
Yep. They are recommending a US 1 needle, machine wash.
I'm knitting on a 2.5, by the way. You can branch out from what they recommend. The Sockhead hat recommends a US 2.5, which is a 3mm needle.
Yep. We are retailing them for $21.75.
15% off through next Tuesday with the code product of the week. So this is pretty typical for the fancier self-patterning yarns. They're going to be around $20 a ball. So for the Adriaphil, so what color is that?
153, because I don't think these have.
Oh, they might not have. If I can find color names, can I see your phone for a second? It's color number 153. If I can find names and put them up, I will. I was gonna look on Plymouth's website, but so never mind.
Here,
Okay. I was like, Liz can do it. So 153 is the rainbow one. So talk about the colors.
The rainbow one, it has all the colors of the rainbow except the purple. And in the knit call, it was one they discontinued because they were like, ooh, we're going to come up with a different one. And people threw such a fuss, they had to bring it back because it is just.
So of course they did it in the sock yarn.
Yep. It's blue. There's light blue, orange, red, green, yellow. It doesn't have purple.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know they had Calzasocks in solids. We do not have the solids. We just have, so that's rainbow without the purple. We just have the, they only have they only have numbers.
Okay.
Like I should finish the sentence. We don't have the solids because we have heritage. We just have the self-patterning because it's fun. So, they only have numbers online. So basically I'm gonna pull from the website has stuff like this, which gives you a good indication. It's like taking a close-up photo of the top of one of these. And the colors are pretty representative, I think, of what we see in front of us. So I will use those. But so what was the color number for the
rainbow?
Actually, I've got it in front of me. 153.
153.
All right. Which is, I think, close to the same color numbers that the thicker stuff had. So
this is color number 175, and it's.
I liked that one in the thicker yarn,
I did too. It's like a blue teal and steel blues.
It's
and
blues and
taupey
grays.
Blues,
yeah.
And there's some grays, and
If you like blues and grays and blues and neutrals,
Yeah, it is.
that is the one for you.
It is just a really nice.
The other one we had in the shop and we still have that we tried in the beginning. It's color number 164. It is blues and greens and a little bit of like black navy and some whites. So, but this one's a lot brighter than the one that Liz just showed off. So this has a couple different shades of green from almost a grello highlighter type greens, and the blues go from navy to royal to like a light blue. It's really pretty too.
It's one of my favorites.
It's the hat I made with the thicker stuff was in this. So I'm gonna make sure that we kind of keep track of what we've done and what we haven't. I got a lot of these. I only got one bag, which means only 5 skeins of each color, and not even only 4 of this, because I'm knitting with one. So I will check the inventory on that. Ha!
This is color number 192. It is pinks and very pale pinky purples with a couple of different shades of light and dark green.
That one's it's almost thistly, but it's got more pinks in it.
The purples almost look periwinkle. It's
What's
it's
the
like
color number for that one?
192. It's like a field of pink roses with some periwinkles thrown
It's
in.
pretty. If you like pinks and purples and stuff, that will be very, very nice. So, this one's just fun. We have 2. Okay, this one is color. What? Huh?
We have 3.
Oh, look at that. Okay, well 4, counting the one I have in my hands. Okay.
No show notes.
No show notes, people. This is color number 165. And these guys, we haven't even put stickers on yet. Like, we're showing them to you before we even get them in the system. But I will work on that by the time the video is up. Or, if it's not online yet when the video's up, just hold on for a second or call us. 165, it is like pinks and reds and a little bit of oranges and purple and white for the self-patterning part.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of peachy
pretty.
corals in here.
I'm not a fan of orange, but it's pretty.
If you like warmer tones, then this would be really fun. And then you've got like a deep purple accent. There's some lavenders in here too. There's a lot of fun colors in here. That's just neat. So, yep.
This
Not my
is
normal color palette, but neat.
color 168. And it's like browns and greens and salmons and yellow. Like,
It's very earth toned.
yeah, there's
And that salmony stuff in there just adds a little bit of richness to it. There's almost like an orangey peachy color in there.
Yeah.
And a salmony color. I think we had that in the thicker stuff too, like at one point. But that's much more earth toned, which I really like. Which one do you want? Okay. So this one I know we had in the thicker stuff too. This is color number 177. And it's pastels. It really is pastels. There's some brighter yellows with the white for that self-patterning part, for the part of kind of Fair Isle jacquard part. But then I'm seeing a couple different shades of pastel purple and blue and a minty green and a lighter yellow in there. And like, it's if you like pastels, if you want something kind of like baby soft, then color number 177 is the way to go.
this is color 191.
Oh, that's cute in a fun way.
It's fun. It's got that tealy blue that's in here. It's got some hot pink. It's got some medium blues, some reds, greens.
It's like to me it's
reds.
like jewel tones.
Yeah.
And then there's some orangey reds and softer greens in it.
Yeah. It's just fun and happy.
It like makes me think of like, I don't know, like juice colors or something, or I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
how to describe like it's
close to
fun.
that one.
Yeah.
in the holiday ones. Yeah, it's if you want brighter, jazzier colors, that's the way to go. With more of a rainbow palette than like this one just has like the warm.
Yeah.
And this one has some warm and cool, but it's jazzier, brighter colors.
Yeah.
But it's definitely more jewel toned than this rainbow.
Yeah.
Right? And there isn't much yellow in this one.
The first rainbow looks more like a primary rainbow, where that looks more like a jewel toned. And it
The
has
191, it doesn't have yellow.
hints of purple, whereas the other one doesn't
have any purple.
Yeah, and this one doesn't have any yellow.
So just for fun, and also because we only have 5 skeins of each of those colors, we got holiday yarn in. Woo! It's the day before Thanksgiving, but I'm not playing holiday music, which Liz wouldn't like. But I am showing off the holiday sock yarn.
We're a little late for holiday yarn for craft-wise. Like,
sure,
because like if you're going to do stuff for the holidays, a lot of people tend to put it out earlier so you have time to make it. But you know,
we got it in when we got it in. Yeah. And if you want to gift holiday yarn, this could be a great stocking stuffer for a knitter or crocheter. Yes. We're just starting to dabble with West Yorkshire spinners. One of our suppliers can get us West Yorkshire Spinners, which is a long-standing mill in England that makes yarn. And we used to have their yarn, and we stopped, and now we're going to start maybe bringing it in for a little bit. So they had some Christmas collections of their signature 4-ply, which is the British speak for sock weight yarn. And I'm noticing on here, contains 35% Blueface Leicester, which is a really soft sheep. Like, it's just as soft as merino, but a little more hardy and durable, in my opinion, and not as sleek, a little fuzzier.
Question.
Yeah.
We have sparkle and not sparkle.
Yes, I was going to get to that, but what's up?
Well, the question was, because I'm going to read stats here in a minute, are they the same price?
They are the same price. Okay. They are listed separately because we have the signature 4-ply and we have, I don't even think of a 4-ply. I just called it signature in my listings, but I still have to name them online. And signature sparkle. They are the same price. They are, at least that's what I was told. I haven't gotten the official invoice for this, so I'm going off of what my rep told me this was for what I'm charging for it. So they're all $18.
Okay.
They're all $18 a skein. If they need to be something different, that won't be until the next batch comes in. But I'll let you read stats, and then we can go through the holiday colors.
Okay. The signature 4-ply, not sparkle, is 75% wool, 25% nylon. All the other stats are the same. So the sparkle is 75% wool, 23% nylon, and 2% polyester with the sparkle.
It almost looks like an Angelina or something else, but like it's just little flecky sparkles. It's not like a spun sparkle line running through like our electrolyte is. It really is. There's this fuzzy, sparkly stuff that just is like.
I'm running my hand over it, like the back of my hand over it, and it does not feel.
It's not
like
rough.
Sometimes sparkle can add a little bit of roughness to it, and this, not a problem.
This is actually like meant to be made into socks. Like some sparkle yarn I wouldn't make into socks. Anyway.
It is 437 yards per 100 grams. Machine wash. No bleach. Don't dry. Reshape while damp and do not tumble dry is what it says. They are recommending a US 3 needles or a US 3 hook.
Someone was saying last night that sometimes 4-ply is a little fluffier than usual sock yarn, but it is the same yardage. We have other 4-ply from the UK that only has 399 yards on it, and this has 437. So it'll feel a little more like it's a tighter spin on it than our 4-ply that's in twists on the wall or on the twisty racks. But this is gonna self pattern. I will say, like, you may want, for longest life of your socks or whatever you choose to make out of this, be careful with machine drying. That's what the labels are saying, is machine wash is great, but you may want to air dry your socks for longest life if you make socks or whatever you make out of these. So let's start with the non-sparkle.
Okay. And before we go further, it has crochet. Sometimes crocheting self-patterning yarn it's
won't
a
look
little
the same.
wonky. It won't look the same as the knitting. So
It's designed to, when you knit with it, look like 1 or 2 stitches are in each color, and it's like doing up some kind of pattern, not like making shapes and things, just like lines. And but yeah, crochet, it'll be variegated and funky looking, but it won't have quite the same effect. It's designed for knitting.
crochet kind of chunks the colors, where knitting kind of fades them up.
It still does something cool, but not exactly what it was designed to do. So, and these will be under separate listings online. There will be one for the signature and one for the signature sparkle. And I will try to make clear that the sparkle ones sparkle. They have glittery stuff in them. Not like glitter that's going to shed. But like these little hairs may come off, but it won't be as bad as like glitter.
Well,
which
and
gets
I'm
everywhere.
also noticing these sparkles don't self-pattern. I mean, they stripe, but they don't self-pattern.
These ones might.
Oh, it does.
What I'm going to do for the listing,
Sorry.
some of them are more stripy and some of them are more absolutely self-patterning. What I'm going to do for the listing of these is I'm going to try to take screenshots of the book I ordered them from so that you can see how they knit up, because that's what I ordered off of, is one that kind of gives you a rough idea if you're knitting with them to make socks, let's say, how the pattern will work up. And it should show you if there's like individual stitches that change color or if it's more of a stripy looking effect. And you're right, about at least half of the sparkle ones are doing more of a stripy thing, because both are really popular right now. And some of the non-sparkly ones are they took their bird, like they had bird colors. They have a whole palette for that we haven't brought in. But they took the ones that kind of have to do with Christmas, and I added an extra one in because it had red and green in it. And those are designed to do the self-patterning, whereas and then they had some holiday. Anyway, so some of these will appeal to different holiday aesthetics. Fancy 25-cent word there. Okay, what do you want to... That's your favorite, isn't it?
It's hollyberry, and it's a dark green and a medium green and a dark red and a medium red and cream.
It's all Christmassy colors.
Yes.
It's very fun Christmassy colors. And that will be very Christmas knit. It's for hollyberry. This one's gingerbread. So this one has like a pumpkin-y orange that's more kind of a gingerbread color, not a super dark gingerbread color. And then the self-patterning parts are both red and white or red and cream and green and cream. And they alternate. That's gingerbread. I think about like making a gingerbread house. Those are the colors I envision with a gingerbread house. So
We're doing not.
we're doing non-sparkly.
This one is candy cane.
And that one I think is just going to do stripies.
It's red and green and white.
And think about one of the candy canes that has those 3 colors just kind of striping around. Yep. That's why it doesn't self-pattern, I think, is it's trying to emulate a candy cane. There's 2 more. The one I have is the last one in their actual holiday series, and the one Liz has is one I added in for fun because it had Christmassy type colors. So this one is Robin, and it is actually from their bird collection of the colors that go with the robin. So some of the stripy colors have reds and grays and browns for like the robin redbreast. And then the self-patterning is like cream and browns and taupes and colors you think of with a robin, because especially in Britain, a lot of homes decorate with robins for Christmas time.
I've always, and I don't know whether it's because we lived in Germany, but I've always associated robins with Christmas.
And I haven't,
don't
but
know.
that's cool. Yep. It's part of the collection. We brought it in.
This is green woodpeck.
Woodpecker.
It just says woodpeck on it.
I know. I don't know. It's supposed to be. It's because it didn't fit.
Oh.
It's green woodpecker.
Green, anyway. And it
You
has
call it woodpeck if you want. No.
a vivid grello, a darker green, red, and then like there's almost a purple tone to some of the dashes.
They're really dark olivey green.
Yep.
But it's
a bright Christmas.
if you like the grello in your Christmas colors, that could be fun. I just thought I'd bring in an extra one because I was like, it might be Christmassy. And then now we've got the sparkle ones. The sparkle ones are really kind of fun. And there's one here that makes me think of Christmas colors, and the others are just really fun. So this one's Nutcracker, and again, it's got a little bit of sparkle, which may or may not show up on camera. But Nutcracker, I think of like the traditional Nutcracker like uniforms. So we've got a lot of deep, rich colors of like a deep ultramarine royal blue and red and like an ochre yellow. And then the patterning part is like white, off-white with almost a navy. So think about the lacquered nutcrackers that have all the really bright, brassy colors.
But they're still they're dark, deep.
Yeah,
I'd say. Mm-hmm. This one is Fairy Lights Sparkle.
that's the Christmassy color one,
And it looks like all the little strings of Christmas lights.
like decorating houses and stuff.
So you've got a nice bright blue,
Bright green,
pink, a green, a red,
and white.
and white.
Vintage tinsel. I really like this one. Vintage tinsel, because think of aluminum Christmas trees with a little bit of sparkle. So this is definitely jewel toned. There's like brighter or like not bright reds, but like what would you call that red? It's almost like a
It's almost a tomato red, but
yeah,
it's not.
but it's lighter than that. But it's lean. It's like almost like a berry red.
Yeah.
But then there's also berry purple. There's a couple different shades of purple.
Yeah.
There's a tealy blue in here, aqua blue.
There's green, a nice
There's green, like vintage. It's a tinsel, like aluminum Christmas trees. It's very jewel toned. I really like it. They're sparkle.
The
Enough said.
last but not least is Silent Night, and it's several shades of blue.
Yeah,
And it'll
from a
stripe.
pale to a navy to and it to me this also would work for like Hanukkah type thing as well. Hanukkah is not as big of a holiday in Judaism as Christmas is for Christians, but this could work for multiple holidays potentially. And it's
pretty.
it's pretty and subtle, whereas some of the others are a little jazzier. So
It would make a really nice shawl.
okay, so all of this
Sorry,
is
I'm in a
15%
shawl
off
phase.
with the code product of the week with spaces between the words until we film next week. Stay tuned for Cyber Monday deals. We'll do either something on Thanksgiving or afterwards. We'll do something quick leading up to Cyber Monday. We are having discounts at checkout on Friday and Saturday in shop only, and faraway shoppers, you gotta hold on until Monday. And we'll have something awesome for you then. And local people can wait for those deals too. They might be better than in shop. I can't guarantee, but you'll have to see what inventory is left, because all of this is going to be on what we have currently in inventory. And we've gotten some things in, and some things aren't arriving until afterwards. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, because we tried to get things back in, and Thanksgiving throws off all the holiday shipping. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Have a good rest of your week, and we will see you when we see you.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff.
Oh, and just quick note, we are having virtual sit and stitch on Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Get in with the shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
And I can't promise we'll be fully awake. We probably won't be, but we'll have the channel open for people who want to come hang. Bye.